Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk to you about a more efficient and varied way of doing the exotic class item farm solo on the Pale Heart, picking up chests. Before we get into it though, hit that like button and leave a comment. Tell me what you think about exotic class items in general. Subscribe if you're new around here. So I uploaded this video a little while back about the landing being the most efficient place for chests, and it absolutely is. But there is just a better, more efficient way of doing it, and someone in my comments told me. If I remember who it was, I will show the comment on screen right now. If I don't, I apologize. Leave another comment down below and tell me if it was you or not. So when you spawn into the landing, eventually after a few seconds you will start to see things spawn. Usually there's a flash of white on your screen. What you want basically is just any long range weapon equipped. So as soon as you see these icons start to appear, you know you can start the grind. And I'm doing this live as we're going, and I'm going to show you how quick it can be. Once you start to see them spawn, you just want to start going around the map. Now I'm going to do a full cycle here, and you don't need to pick up any of the stigmas like I put in my old video. And essentially you're just going to press back on your sparrow to bring up the tracked missions and stuff, and this allows you to be able to spot things from further due to your ghost mod. Now when you do this, you will find about 5 to 7 chests in any given run. I need to learn how to jump on a hunter. So when you first spawn in and the chests first spawn in, you're going to get a guaranteed 5 to 7 chests, which is amazing. And then we're going to do something a little bit different to previous. Now in the previous video I told you to keep going and do the overthrow, because with overthrow basically every chest on the Pale Heart will allow you to get the drops. So going through all the different levels and tiers of overthrow and killing bosses and HVTs will also give you a chest. But with the time it takes to do those things, for instance, if you fight an overthrow tier 4 boss, it could take anywhere from 4 to 5 minutes. And that means that you are losing pace on being able to pick up chests, because in that same amount of time with this method, you will be able to get another 5 to 6 to even 10 chests, depending on how lucky you are in terms of efficiency. And you don't have to actually kill the HVTs, but if there's one here, like there is one up there right now, you can kill them and get an extra chest. I'm not going to bother with this video, but as you can see, I already have several chests on the go in my first run around the map. Now, because I've done one full cycle, these chests are not going to respawn for a while, because that's just how it works. See, the first one I picked up was here. That's going to take another like 30 seconds to respawn. So then all we're going to do is go back to orbit. And this is what makes it more efficient, because of the simple fact with that time that you waste in waiting for the chests to respawn naturally after picking them up, from fighting HVTs to fighting and doing the tier 4 overthrow boss, you are going to be able to pick up a dramatic amount more of chests during those times that you would be wasting fighting. And that essentially what makes this more efficient and more chances to actually pick up the chests. However, I have found that in the space of an hour, I have got 3 different class items. Before, with my other farming method, I was getting maybe 2 in an hour and 10 minutes. So this to me just feels way easier, and like it, almost like it has a better drop rate, even though it doesn't. It's so surreal and strange. I probably won't get one in this video now, but this is what you need to do when you spawn in. You just wait and chill. You'll see like a flash on the screen. If you've got screen shake on, it will see that little white flash there. Now you'll see the chests start to spawn, and the materials, there we go, there's a chest over there. But however, we are still going to run the way that we usually go, because I just find it to be an easier track to travel. There's one up here, and after I do this little run here, I'm going to show you where all the chests can be, but it's really not hard to miss them if you're following the track that we are going on. Remember to press back on your sparrow to be able to pull out your ghost and drive around with it. If you press the bumpers while you're on your sparrow, the ghost will disappear. So just make sure if you do use the bumpers or move your sparrow right and left, depending on where you are and what console you're on, or PC or whatever, just make sure you pull your sparrow back out. This also helps with the fact that stuff like that can happen. I was just about to say, because of how it's set up, sometimes you will end up having to like fight things, and you know, like I've showed on the tier 3 before, you get that one public event that is just really a nuisance, which means you have to complete it to be able to do your efficient farm run prior. You don't have to worry about that now because you're just going to leave to orbit and come back. And it's just an all-round better method. You can see these chests are just ready to go. You know you're guaranteed 5 to 7 chests, and it's just more fast and efficient. So now we should have this last one over here, and there we go. I already know that I've opened more chests than usual in the space of time that this video has been taking, so definitely a better and more efficient way. And now I'm going to show you where to find all the chests that are available on the Pale Hearts, because, you know, if you're not aware of where to look, sometimes you might miss them even with the Ghost mod. There is one up here, there is one here. There is also a stitching chest here, which you're free to do, but it does take a little bit longer than most things, so it's a little bit more inefficient. But the stitching chests also counts, and there's one usually here, and it basically takes you on a little walk and then you shoot something to get it to open. The next chests are here and over here. Those are two prominent chests that seem to always spawn for me. There's another chest here for stitching events, but definitely not worth it because you have to go and find all of the orange beams to run through. There's a chest here. There's a chest here. And the last one on this side of the map is in this little cubby here. So make sure you're looking out for that. As we go down, this is the only stitching event that I ever do because it's just easy, especially if you have something like magnetic grenades. The chest will be here, and basically you stand in a pool of grenade and you throw your grenades around the map. Magnetic grenades make this really easy. There is also another spawnable chest here that you can open, and that's great. That one's really cool because if you're doing the stitching event, that can also be there, so it's very easy. There's a chest here on top of this rock, and there is a chest just over here in this corner where these acolytes are being annoying. One spawns here. Then we move over to the other side of the map, but before we do, there's always a chest here that spawns and a chest here that spawns, as you can see. So, you know, very useful that that was there. This one I often missed when I first started doing the grind until I realized, oh wait, no, there's a chest there. The next chest that you can get will be here by this tree where this acolyte is. We have a chest over here, as you saw just previously when I was running, right there. And then one over here on this little ledge. So if you run underneath the bridge, you can see that there's a little left turn here, which allows you to get a chest. There is also a chest that spawns just here, which is great also. Let me just kill these guys because they're getting on my nerves. Then under here, you have one chest here and one chest over there. There's a lot of chests that can spawn, so you know you're guaranteed like 5 to 7 in general. As we go up here, there is a chest on this little balcony thing where you saw me pick it up before. There are 2 chests down here, and one of them is spawned, which is great. You can have a chest here or a chest over there. Let me pick this one up. Class item, class item, class item. No. If you can jump up the cliff, easiest way to do it, but because I suck on a hunter, I have to go all the way around. With that chest down there, there's also a chest that can spawn here. And then the one that we saw here, where that little, I think that's meant to be like a titan or something. There's a chest that spawns here, and then the last chest possible spawns here. Pass item. You do seem to get a lot of gunsmith engrams, which is also a really good grind because obviously you're going to go open them for weapons. If you like the weapons, great. So yeah, that is the farm, which we're going to do one more run of. And I think I haven't fully tested this, and I might actually test this just for my own interest. I'm not going to make a video on it. But over the space of an hour, with this method, you could probably open about 25 to 30 extra chests within the same amount of time. Which obviously then, with the drop rate being 2%, but it just feels like it's more when I do this, when I do it this way. You will have ample more chances to be able to get a class item within the same amount of time of just running like a basic overthrow. So very cool little efficient farm. I wish I'd found it earlier because it would have made my farming so much easier and so much better. And let's just hope that I can get a class item in whichever chests may spawn now. Oh, actually, where are all my chests? There's one under here. That was what, 3 chests already? Get off me, wizards and acolytes. Leave me alone. So we got 3. There's one above us on that little balcony, so that's 4. So at least guaranteed 5 chests, which is just pretty damn cool for the time that you run it in. I probably should have not went this way, but, you know, why not? I could have used my sparrow to probably been a little bit quicker. Gunsmith engram again. Right, and then we should have one over here. There we go. So guaranteed 5 chests. I've had more, but I think it's guaranteed to be 5 chests, which is pretty damn cool. You also get a lot of ghost rep for it too. And that is the farm. If you have had the chance to do Dual Destiny as a solo casual player like myself, and you want to farm, for me, this is definitely the best way to do it. So let me know what you think down below. Thank you for watching. I've been Easy. Now you guys have been awesome.